I've self-identified as an ADHDer, and my own experience we probably don't have time for in this video, but I wasn't diagnosed until my 30s, despite being a psychologist and despite this being my field of expertise. So that's just something to know about Gen X women and neurominorities. I did stop going to school at the age of 14 completely. I did my GCSEs by going and visiting my teachers on a Monday, getting my work, going home and doing it, and passed all my GCSEs that way, which is actually a huge privilege. And it's something that I don't take very lightly. I'm really well aware that as a white woman with parents who were reasonably well educated and able to advocate for me, I was allowed to go through school that way in my later teenage years. And I don't think I would have been so lucky if I'd had other experiences. I can't say I wasn't traumatized by that. I can't say it wasn't really difficult for me. It was. If you'd have met me aged 18, you would never imagine who I am today. And those things are kind of hard-won life lessons for me. I had to really work hard on myself and developing self-awareness and safety in my relationships and my work. I've worked in disability inclusion since I was 18 years old. I started as a social care support worker in residential housing for adults with learning disabilities, autism and physical disabilities. And the more I worked and the more I could see how my kind of stubbornness and doggedness could be engaged on behalf of my clients, and the more that started to bear fruit and bring reward to those clients, and the more I was able to improve the lives around me and do fun things and get people engaged, the more I started to realise it was a benefit. So I think it's only in retrospect that I now look back and say to myself, that thing that you do there, that was also helpful to you in school. I didn't experience it as helpful when I was at school. I experienced it as disabling, as exclusion. I experienced it as loneliness, as ostracism. And it was only when I started to co-opt it for good that I experienced it as a strength. So again, it's all about the context. When I was in the right context, it was a strength. When I was in the wrong context, it was a disablement.